So they bring out a handful of their favorite verses. John 3:16, 8:58, 10:30, 14 and 9, 20 and 28, and so on. But for every one of those verses, there's another verse, which if you put it right beside that verse, you find out what they were trying to say won't work. Hebrews 11:17, Exodus chapter 3, John chapter 17, John chapter 5, and Exodus chapter 6, to go in the order of the verses I named you there. You put those beside those verses, and the argument dissolves, among others. They don't prove the divinity of Jesus. Doesn't mean he's not divine. These things don't do the job. That's the problem. I'm not saying he's not divine. I'm saying I still want to see the proof. Did he say so? Then the real test of sincerity was what disappointed me. You see, you can take one of these verses, somebody shows you, John 14 and 9, for example. Jesus said to Philip, "If you've seen me, you've seen the Father." So I asked him, how is it he said in this other place to a group of people, "You people have never seen the Father"? Don't tell me in this place he means he's God, when in this place he told some people who were looking at him, "You've never seen God." He must have meant something else. You tell somebody that and they'll say, "Okay, you have a point. What about this verse?" And they go to another verse. It's fine. But next week, somebody will come to that same man and say, "Where's the proof that Jesus said he was God?" He will read John 14 and 9, right back where he started from. A verse which a week ago he told me wasn't good enough. It'll be good enough for somebody else because he hopes he doesn't know the response I had. Beginning about 1969, the same story I seem to get when I go from church to church. I'd ask them, "You know, if you took all the words of Jesus and you cut them out of the Bible with a scissors, and then I gave you some paste and told you put them back together any way you like. Take all these words, put them back together, paste them together how you like. You still can't make him spell out the Trinity. He still doesn't say anything about it, no matter how you change these words." And so they'd tell me, "It doesn't mean it isn't true. The Trinity is an evolved understanding. The church didn't understand this deep thought at first. The understanding evolved. Over the centuries it was discussed. People came to understand it and believe it." Fine. But if that's what you say, you shouldn't say, on the other hand, Jesus used to preach it. If you tell me people didn't figure it out for 200 years, don't tell me Jesus preached it. And so they would say, no, he preached it, but it's not in the Bible. He used to preach it to his disciples. He told them about it. Well, in the 18th chapter of John, Jesus says very clearly, "I taught nothing in secret